is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and happy Sunday. That means it is Sketch Sunday. So the Sketch Sunday crew is pulling some sketches off our Pinterest board. Karina picked this one for us, and it was made by Julie Blaine, and I love it. It is very simple, and you can take it so many different ways. Plus, it has so many different layers. And you know how I love me some pattern papers. So I am digging into my Vicky Bouton stash, and I pulled out a piece of paper, the background paper. I actually have the branding strip sitting here, is from Field Notes, and it's called Simple Things, and it's like the perfect orange. So the picture that I am scrapbooking today is from my husband's birthday in 2021. We were at a Mexican food restaurant up in Pagosa Springs. It was delicious. And of course they sang to him and they put a sombrero on him, and I thought, well, that's just perfect. And so I was looking through the pattern papers to see what I wanted to use as my main paper, and I found this one that's like drink circles, right? And I thought, well, he's got a big old margarita, so that is just perfect. And it already has some black splatters on it for some mixed media, which is displayed in the sketch that I don't have to do. So this layout comes together fairly quickly because it's kind of just paper piecing and then a little embellishing. So I have the 6x8 pad. I am going to use this kind of purpley blue as that big background block. And then there is the back side of that circle paper is that limey green. So I'm going to use that as kind of that film strip that you see. And then there's a little scallop border down there at the bottom. And I'm just going to map my photo in the other side of that orange paper and tear off the bottom. And that's going to act as that scallop. So now that I have some glue for all of that, I am going to stick them down, and I believe then I can start embellishing. I do want to map my photo, so I put it down. I was like, I need something. So first I think white, and I was like, this white is really white where the background is kind of creamy. Do I want to bring in white? So at this point of the layout, I don't want to bring in white. You will see later that white shows up everywhere, so it totally would have worked. So I'm going through my scraps, and I don't know if my colors are just off today, but all these papers I was pulling I thought were black, and none of them were black. They were like blue and green, and so I just had to go get a 12 by 12 piece of black cardstock and trim it down. Now I have some black in my little scrap bin there. And that just makes the photo pop right off of the page. So here is all of my Vicky Bouton stuff. And I had this sitting on my desk. It is the These Days Black Foam titles. So I'm going to use the Life Memories. Now I want it all to fit on that blue. So I'm going to go ahead and separate the word memories, which I don't always love. Like, I think it just reads funny. But it's not really bothering me. To me, it kind of looks like, life memo and then reads. I don't know. It reads fine. It's fine. It's on there. So I'm going to take a minute to put those down. I'm going to kind of move them around so that they are equal, which normally I cut this out, but for some reason I was just going with it today. So here's where I'm pulling in that white. I decided that my title needed to have a little bit extra. So my title is going to be Happy Life Memories. So I have this big white backed word. So now I'm like, well, I got to bring in some more white because now there's this white. I got to balance it out. So I'm going to go through the stickers. I'm going to add these hearts. And then I'm going to go through my die cuts. Now I have a ton of die cuts. So I did cut that out because I was like, oh my gosh, this is taking forever. And so I just have a few die cuts there to the right that I thought might work. And I'm going to go through those. So sometimes it's good to go through your supplies and kind of figure out what you think might work. And then you're not overwhelmed by like a ton of stuff. But I have to admit, I like to go through all of my supplies and look at everything first, but you can kind of like narrow it down a little bit. So here's where a lot more of that white is coming in. I do have some cream and it's not bothering me. I'm kind of surprised. I'm not normally a cream and white person, but this time it's not bothering me. So I'm going to make a cluster up at there at the top with the color wheel, the little fake clip that says my love, 2 labels that say capture the life you love and the good stuff. And then down at the bottom, I added a tag to do my journaling, January, because that was when we were there. And then kind of a little squirrely thing. And then a die cut piece that says do more of what makes you happy. So there is my layout. I hope that you enjoyed this. Make sure you check out everybody else for Sketch Sunday as well as Off the Board. And remember to wear your crown. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.